Hey there, it's Catherine Chess, your nutritionist and joyful living coach. And today we're going to make one of my favorite dishes. It's a spaghetti squash bowl. And spaghetti squash, oh my gosh, it makes my body feel so good. Ever since I had to give up my precious pasta that I loved, I didn't know what to replace it with. And spaghetti squash has become my go-to. So first we want to make our protein. Whether you're vegetarian, whether you like turkey or light meats or a beef, you can make this dish pretty quickly and easily and make it taste delicious. Because the most important thing about your food is to flavor your food so you can savor your food and savor your life. So you start with an olive oil, and I pour that into my pan, whatever pan I'm using. I've already pre-cooked this just to make this a little faster for you. And then I simmer. This is actually ground turkey. I use dark meat turkey because I don't like light meat turkey. So use whatever you want. It's about getting the flavors that you need. And all you do is fry it up, but make sure your meats are organic. You know, if you're buying meats that aren't organic or natural, what happens is the farmers, they feed their animals pesticides, chemicals, and you don't want that in your body. Antibiotics, you don't want those in your body. So you fry all this up, and I love to season everything, but find your favorite seasonings. In this particular one, I use paprika, a little bit of salt, and I discovered this. A professional chef showed me. She started putting basil in everything she would make for me. So now I use basil. Oh, it is so good. Some onion granules, some cumin. Cumin is so good for your digestion. And then I like things a little spicy, so I put red pepper. But make this your own. And if you are a vegetarian, hey, garbanzo beans can be your go-to. Garbanzo beans, to make these are roasted chickpeas. Say that 7 times fast, right? So good. And these were so easy. All I did was put them on a piece of parchment paper in the oven on a pan, just a baking sheet. Mix these with a little olive oil. Season them with my favorite seasonings. Actually, these I just put salt on. And I baked them for about 20 minutes. Easy peasy. So while this is finishing cooking, our turkey bowl, let's get started with the spaghetti squash. This is a spaghetti squash. And actually they are best in the fall months because they're in season, but you can use them at any time. Just make sure you use an organic. Organic is your ticket. Again, all the pesticides, all the sprays, whoops, don't mean to fling a knife at you, that they put in your vegetables, they go into your body. Pesticides, they're endocrine disruptors, and they disrupt your endocrine system, your hormones, and they make you feel like crap. So don't let anyone fool you. Even a little bit is not good for you. Get organic. And we'll talk more about the Dirty Dozen and which things are okay for you to buy not organic. The Dirty Dozen and the Clean 15. But let's dive into our spaghetti squash. Now I pre-cooked this, easy. You throw it in the oven for about 30 minutes, but whole. You don't have to do anything with it, because if you try and cut these when they're in their whole uncooked form, it's really hard. So I'm just gonna cut this in half. See how wonderful this is? Look how stringy this all is. It looks like pasta, but it's not. So I'm just gonna pull the seeds out. Ooh, and like I said, again, these seeds just come out pretty fast, pretty easy. And then I have a bowl already made up with my spaghetti squash. So I've taken all the squash out of the skin. Here's the bowl. So let's make our bowl. This is now ready, the turkey. All I'm gonna do is grab a bowl, throw some spaghetti squash in the bottom. So probably maybe half of the bowl with spaghetti squash. You know what? I'm going to throw in a little more because I really love spaghetti squash. So I'm throwing in a bunch. There we go. And remember, I recommend that you get 7 to 10 cups of vegetables a day. So this is about 2 cups. I put my protein on, no matter what I'm going to have, and maybe 3 to 4 ounces, not a whole lot of protein. I don't eat meat except for a couple days a week. My body needs meat, but I don't really like it as much as I like vegetarian things and more vegetables, so I limit my meats. Then I'm putting the garbanzo beans on. Why not put both? Have a little more flavor, right? Throw on some lettuce, getting another vegetable in. So now we've got 3 vegetables. And the last vegetable, probably one that you all love, we're going to cut up an avocado. And I love to just make some guacamole. Watch how fast this goes together. Half an avocado. And for those of you that are worried about fat, or that fats like avocados will make you fat, lots of olive oil, no. Fats do not make you fat. Processed foods make you fat. So I throw this in, and you know, guacamole can be tricky. Often we put tomatoes and all kinds of other things in, but for this dish, you don't have to. If you know how to make guacamole, feel free. I just threw some basil in, throw in some salt, some onion powder, the same seasonings I put in the meat. I'm just going to turn this off, and I'm going to put in the cumin, and maybe, I love to do this. I love to go ahead and use the same seasonings in my meat as in the dressings. This is brand new cumin, so I'm just opening it up. And the last ingredient, I'm going to put a little more paprika. Paprika is such a nice, mild flavor, but it gives it just a little bit of spice. And then you stir it up fast. You mash it. Oh, my goodness. This is so good. I can't wait to dive in. So as I've got it stirred up, my dressing actually becomes the guacamole. And in my programs, I give you lots and lots of other recommendations for sauces and yummy, delicious ways. I actually even have a program. It's called How to Make Anything Taste Delicious. So hop on over to my website, check it out. I'm Catherine Chess, your nutritionist and joyful living coach. And thank you. The more you savor your body with yummy, delicious foods, you're going to be able to savor your life and make your life delicious. Enjoy the process. You are so worth it. Thank you.